Hi everybody. Today I'm gonna show you about skylights in Unreal Engine. So if you go to this website .unreal engine skylights in Unreal Engine, you will find a page like this, and they explain about skylight in detail. The skylight capture the distance part of your level and apply that to the scene as a light. That means the light in reflection will match to your level. So there is a option, there is a mobility settings, static skylight, stationary and movable skylight. We know about the mobility skylight when it's static, when it's stationary and when movable. So there you can see the difference between directional light, only directional light, and skylight with directional light. So here you can see the bottom part of this building is light when we use the skylight, but it's black when we use only directional light. Here you can see the whole part is black, the bottom part, but if we use the skylight, you can see the changes. We saw the real world different approach, like the skylight. When we use skylight, we see lighting like this. There is a distance field ambient occlusion. There is improved skylight with directional lighting. Here you can see the difference between two scene, the same scene with different lighting. One is look like more realistic. The skylight with static sky or the stationary sky, the difference. Now you can see the number of bounds, which is in light mesh. We can bounce the lighting. The left side is bounce 1, the right side is bounce 10. We know the light is bouncing, so when is it's the noon or sun is the middle of the sky, there is lighting more, and when it's evening there is less lighting. So there is a real-time capturing. We can change the sun position using the control and L. Here you can see we can make it midnight, we can make it noon. There is a reflection quality also. We can make changes with resolution. There is option, but there is also few option like cube map and etc, but there is similar option like this in with other lighting. There is a limitation also. The software shadow of movable object into environment is not integrated is with skylight, and there is a few problem in skylight also. So let's come into our scene, and I'll show you about skylight in here. Delete few object, go to the unlit mode and delete the point light also. We don't need it now. Now our scene is totally black because we have the skylight. If you search it, we have skylight here, and also we have our directional light. This is our directional light, but there is no lighting because our intensity is 0.1. If we make it default like 10, the light will look like this, and the interior lighting will also match in. So if we come to our skylight, there is few option in here. We can see many option in here. Some of the option is similar with other lighting, some of the option are not similar with other lighting. So in here, if you press Ctrl L, we can change our sun position. So if you make our sun here, it's look like evening or when sun goes down, that lighting, and when it's up it looks like noon. So you can see the total difference of when we change the position of sun. There is a real-time capture. There is also SOS scene as well as a specific cube map. We can see here it become darker, but we can use the cube map. If we use this cube map, daylight, different. There is other cube map, it will be different. There is a few cube map in default, but we can use other cube map also. We can change the angle of the cube map, we can change the resolution, but we cannot change it as our desire. We can change only like 512 and 1024, 2048, like that. We can increase the intensity, it will dramatically change the scene lighting. You can see in here. If we go inside and if we changes the intensity, we can see the effect inside also. Here you can see, that's what I am talking about. So that's the intensity, but we also can change the color. When we changes the color, it will also affect the inside part also. There is also indirect lighting, volumetric option, and lots of other option also. There is a mobility setting like static, stationary, or movable. After we changes, we can also recapture the scene, but now I want to go to a empty scene. There is nothing in this empty scene, so we can build from the scratch. We can add a skylight in 3 way. Right button, place actor, and there is a skylight, sky atmosphere. You can see that's in here. We can add the light from here. There is a skylight, and also from Windows, if we add the place actor, we can add the skylight from here also. So I just drag and drop, and it just created in the scene. So I just want to give the location in 000 in the middle of the level. Also I add the directional light, and I just make it upper like z-axis 100. Also we can add the sky atmosphere, and on the z-axis 100. So make changes in here. So there is a sky in our scene. Previously it was nothing, but now we have the sky. But if we delete the sky atmosphere, there is nothing in our level. So select the directional light, and we can see many options in here also. There is a atmosphere sunlight option, that's in teeth in default, but if we untick it, the lighting will be gone. We can also add the cube map. If we change the scale and make it like a ground object, change the scale, it's 50, and on the z-axis 8.5, like this. Yes, that's what am I talking about. So we can change by control and left L key and mouse left key button. We change the angle, we can change the angle of the sun. There is option in skylight. There is a lower atmosphere in solid color. There is option that's teeth by default, but we can also change it. There is a real-time capture, and we can recapture the scene. We can add a cube map in here also. There is a lots of cube map, and you can see the changes, the lighting changes. There is a sphere. Just add the chroma material. and changes the color. We can change the color inside the chroma material. We can also change the sky atmosphere. If we change the cube map, we can see the changes made in here also. We can change the sky distance threshold, intensity scale, and also the light color. We can delete the ground, and we can see the whole thing is showing in here. If we add the lower atmosphere, the lower part is gone. If we tick it, then we can see the lower part also. So make it sky and make changes the color. We can change the resolution as well, and we can change the angle. You can see the angle changes affected in the chroma in the sphere material. So basically skylight we use to combine lighting in our scene. If we need it, we can use it in interior and exterior, whatever we prefer. So that is for today's tutorial. Bye bye everybody, see you in next tutorial.